I'm Josiah.
And I'm Tyler.
And you're watching Extra Auto.
Welcome back to Extra Auto.
Today we're doing a vehicle checkup on a 1971 Pontiac Ventura.
This is our vehicle checkup sheet for our inspection, and this is what you would be expecting if you were to inspect your vehicle. We'll be listing off various things that you're going to be doing. Our first inspection today, we're going to be checking the fluids.
Here I'm going to check the oil. We've driven it for a bit, so it should be good. Wipe it off the first time. Put it back in. Pull it out. You can see it's full and it's not burnt, so we're good on oil.
The next on the list is our power steering fluid. Now we're going to pan over to Joe so he can teach you.
So we take it off here. And you can see we're right at the full, so we are good on that.
Now we're going to be doing the transmission fluid. We need to have the car running for this, so we are going to be turning the car on.
That operating tab, so we can pull the dick there. Wipe it off once. And it looks good.
And now we're going to be looking at the power steering belts.
So here we can see there's no tears, rips, or any wear on the belts, as they're pretty brand new. And on startup, as you could hear, there was no squeaking, so we know the belts are tight.
Alright, and now we're going to be checking all the hoses in the vehicle.
So here we have this Mishimoto hose. Brand new. It's pretty good. The vacuum hoses all seem to be good. No vacuum leaks so far. And we have the gas hose with no fuel regulator at the moment. Dual filters. And those are looking good. No leaks.
Alright, and now we're going to be checking the air filter.
So here we have air filter up top and then air filter right here. This, as you can see, is a little dirty, so definitely could invest in a new one. Up here seems to be pretty clean.
And now we are going to be checking all the lamps inside of the vehicle, all lights.
So for this we will turn on the car. Up the front. Both headlights should be on. And they both are. And we'll try the signals. Got the bottom blinking. And that one's blinking too. And now we'll come to the rear and check those lights. Both lights are on. Signals on. And signals on. Now if we hit the brakes, both brake lights are working.
Alright, now we're going to be checking the exhaust system.
So if we start it up here, bring it around and listen for any leaks. We come up to the headers. one of the last things to do is check the tire pressure on all 4 tires. So we take the valve stem cap off. We use this tire gauge. And we were at just about 33 or 34. So that should be good on that one. Normally you'd like it around 35. Come to the other ones. Same thing, 35. About 34. And about 34 again. We have a digital voltage meter. We put it on the 12 volt for the battery. And we'll put positive on positive and negative on negative. And we read just about 13.16, so the battery is good. Now for the alternator, we'll put the ground on the negative and the positive on the battery post right here. And we'll get 13.15, so we know that's good. Today we're with Michael Spikers, known car enthusiast, and we're going to be asking him some questions. First question is,
what got you into cars?
Since a little boy at 4 years old when I first got my Hot Wheel. I've been into cars ever since. I am 60 right now, and basically all the thing I can think about is cars.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, have you ever had a project car that you worked on, or?
Yes, I've had many.
Okay, what
Let's
did you work
see.
on?
I've had a 71 Nova, a 69 Nova, a 72 Nova, a 72 Chevelle, a 65 Chevelle, a 71 Duster, and a 72 Duster.
Wow, that's a lot of vehicles.
That's a few.
And I would like to ask, who taught you about mechanics, and who was your teacher?
A lot of it's self-learned. I also learned from my brother, who's 4 years older than me. He had a bunch of cars too. He had Novas and Challengers. My older brother also had cars. He had 69 Mach 1, a 63 Thunderbird.
Nice.
So, but basically on my own, and right now YouTube.
Yep.
There's a lot of good people out there and a lot of hacks. I'm in between.
So, what's the most biggest project? What was the hardest, most advanced project car that you worked on?
engine swap or...
Oh well, let's see. The one behind me now, my 71 Ventura, I've gone through 2 transmissions, and doing them without a lift is very hard to do, laying on your back. I would not recommend it. It was not fun at all.
Yep.
That one we also took the front end apart, and we switched engines. That's probably the one that we went most, or I went most with my son, Josiah. Let's see, some other ones. Basically, changing tires, doing things to the engines, stuff like that.
Right.
Nothing round up, but stuff like that.
Yeah. Just some good things. So what could you tell the viewers here, how would they start a new hobby in cars if they were interested in it?
One thing, you gotta have money. If you don't, well, it depends. You can do stuff on a budget, but you have to do research first. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know what particular car to go look for, or truck. Stuff from the 70s to the 80s are going to be a little bit cheaper. 60s to 70s are going to be a little bit more expensive. GM products parts are a lot cheaper. If you go with foreign cars, of course, parts are going to be expensive. Ford and Chrysler parts are kind of expensive. So what you want to do is find one that you can drive and kind of work on at the same time. If you're just starting, you don't want a rust bucket. You don't want something with major engine damage or transmission damage. just something that you can drive around and piddle with and learn. I learned basically from starting to change oil, put air in the tires, stuff like that, just the basics. And then you just gradually move up and go from there.
Nice. Thanks for watching this interview by X-Tura Auto. If there's anything you don't know that you would like to know, please comment down below.
You can also check out other episodes like Hooked on Fishing.